So I noticed that some of the guys I follow on YouTube were putting out sort of best of 2024 videos. And I thought, well, that's sort of nice. Maybe I could do that. Let's go find us some petroglyphs. Stuff over here, that's pretty good. And this boulder. Well, there's 3 deer with antlers. Wow. This one is unique. This one is special. Right here, that's I think they pronounce a glycemerous shell. To make bracelets out of these. It's a sort of a clam type shell, but if you punch out the middle here, the thing makes a full sort of circle, or maybe a broken circle, so it can be worn as a decorative bracelet. This shows a pretty nice exposed wall. Would have been mainly buried until it was dug out by someone. See another one down there. Excellent shadow, Greg. Look at that guy with the broad shoulders. Man-made rock alignments. This one is a simple example of one of those. That's actually his body up top. He is still missing his head, but this gap here has opened up sometime since he was made. The rock has split. See his shoulders. I guess that's how they made little Anasazis. So I'm trying this. I've got a body shadow on it, so I'm only can go out as long as my arm is. Nice panel. So let's go look at it. It's got a little bit of the same spiral characteristic of this one, which is a beauty. Rocks, and look at that, 2 very nice outline crosses. Oh, well, this one is very fancy. This is quite nice. That's clearly a spiral. That's a big horn. That's a big horn on the big glyph. And opposite it is another cool thing. So pretty much the angle that the cover of the book picture is taken. That's almost a completely intact, what I call a portable metate, one that can be moved around. This one as well. Here, very well looks like it could be a broken mono that could have been used to slide in here to grind. I just noticed this though. It's another piece of metate, broken metate. Right here, it's pretty heavy, but you can tell by the lip on it. This is certainly authentic over here. Oh, look, there's a bird up high. Well, I'll get a little closer. Sort of nice with the sun shining on it. Again, a couple lizard men. Some other symbols are hard to interpret. Hear a car go by. Again, we're quite close to the road here, so most people wouldn't notice this going by. That looks like a doorway over there. You see distinct edge on the left and a little less distinct on the right. And I almost walked right by it. This one right here. Very nicely rendered bighorn. This here is location of the special one. Just look at this. There's flat stone. It's like a altar. There's a fancy thing here, and the star of the show is over here. So let me move in so you can see it. Spiral and a guy. Well, look over here. Look at this. There's some stuff there. There's some stuff over there. There's a guy over there. Oh, and here's this fancy one. Down here is really pretty special with all the animals. Look at that arrangement. Well, let's see, we got, looks like mom and a couple, 3 little ones on top. Maybe that's dad facing the other way, don't know. And here they are in a line. Bighorns, I would guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go down into the weeds, into the globe mallow, I think. And look, more down even further below. And that's a big piece of pottery. Here. It's pretty stuff. Let me see if I can pick it up. Oh, it's a nice one. It's a rim piece. Oh, it's incised on this side. That's a particular style. But see the red paint. Now the whole this one, that's a very nice piece. That's a rim piece. You can see the smooth rim. So that's a. I've been saying in my video, you've been sitting over here looking like a homeless guy, but you haven't been wasting your time. So it's a nice looking shirt. Look at the design on that, huh? That's great. The other side plain? You're not going to say, are you? That's a nice one. I've collected some of the pieces I saw around here. Yeah, those are nicely made. I mean, about being lucky rather than good. Right around this corner here. I walked right by him. Didn't look behind me. Look at that. That's a nice buck. Also a couple nice ones right here. Very, oh, there's the fighting deer. I remember those. Well, you might say those are a couple young deer playing. Or it could be a couple deer fighting. We don't know. But look at the long tails on those guys below. Long tails usually mean a mountain lion, but those are not that. 2 big ungulates. Looks like a buck and a doe. The buck in plaid. The doe in stripes. 2 feet away, there's this obvious, more convincing one down here. It's clearly the style of the polychrome. Scanning this big face, the high glyphs. Here's another little one. A bit degraded, but a little bit of art there. And this one I remember. I stumbled onto it the only other time I was out here. It was buried sort of in the tall grass then. Some concentric circles, I think. Not spirals. You see both. And you gotta look close to tell which is which. But I think that's concentric circle looking. So this is a nice site I've been to several times before. It was near enough today I thought, heck, I'm gonna stop in and see it again. This one built out of sandstone. It's here near the edge of the Painted Desert where there is sandstone. There's a fair amount of this kind of construction in this area. We're not too far from Pottery National Monument, which is some very nice one's much more major than this, but using this kind of construction. But this one's in the middle of nowhere. I walked 6 miles to get here. A line of deer. A piece of pottery right here. It's actually broken. I won't try to touch it, but look how big it is. And that's a rim piece. That's nice. Oh, this one is awesome. One of my favorites. It's a nicely made bighorn on the left. And interesting that the squiggle slash snake actually goes around the corner there. Oh, look at this. This is a nice boulder here, as is that one up there. Let's see what we got. Look at that nice spiral with, look at that nice sort of scroll work. Let's see if I can give you the overview right there. Look at that, this checker. I think I walked by this twice. I missed it. You can see the edge on it. This used to make a complete trough for grinding seed. You can see that is a real impressive looking slab. You can see how big it is, and it is flat. See if I can get a good enough angle to lift it. All right, here we go. Oh, it's heavy. Look at it. That's the backside. Big, flat, heavy. Wherever they got it from, took some muscle power to get it to this location. It could well be a tool. Got a sharp edge. Probably used as a knife by ancient folks. There's a small chance that this is a crude tool. I mean, you can see the band around it. That could be used for hafting the thing to a piece of wood or something, so you could pound with it. It's just sort of got a single edge. I'm going to take a few still pictures, I think. There's no way I can capture this. Careful. What do you see? How big he is. Again, a big guy dominates. Oh, look over here. That guy's really tall. It's a fantastic panel here. May have to back up and see if I can get a picture of the whole thing. Okay, here's one. Just came at it from behind. First one of the day. Now I'll tell you, this one does look familiar to me. I think I've seen this one before, but it's a real beauty. Standing here, I'm shading the spiral that's next to the lizard man and squiggles there. I like it. It's sort of a little bit of a pointed oval. You can just enjoy it for a minute. I like that petroglyph. Some of this black rock, I say you tend to find, I think it's basalt, but it doesn't occur naturally that way. And you can see it's got an edge. So that's what they call a uniface. So it has been worked both sides. But that's a useful tool. I can just see him as I'm coming around the edge of this rock. This face has some petroglyphs. Looks like some nice ones. Again, probably something I saw 6 years ago. But worth another visit. Not doing a petroglyph tour, I'm doing a petroglyph hunt, but those are some really fantastic ones up there. I think you'll see here, it indeed looks like an elephant there, clearly on the left, 4 legs, a trunk on the right, and so heck, I don't know. It does look like elephants. I can see why people would claim these. We can spot one way up there, and look at that one. It's clearly got a rabbit ears type design. There's an old advertisement for Route 66 underneath on that rock. Log cabin pump. One over here I can see paint on from a distance. Look at that one. Oh, that's a nice one. Now let's pick that one up. That's probably the best one so far today. It's a rim piece too. Smooth edge. And paint on the other side. So I just noticed, look at that. Look at the rim on that one. Good one up. Yeah. That's the biggest piece. This though really is special. These claws here, they got to be bear claws. There's too many. Those 6, I think, on each paw. Heck, I found hardly anything today. That happens. I think we're having an eclipse.